It is great to have you in studio. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Michelle. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. But I'd like to hear more about that aha moment. How did you get into this kind of work?
Michelle, I continue to say that my life journey is a journey of faith.
Yes.
When I left my job involuntarily, I always say I was unemployed for a total of 10 minutes. Yeah,
I love that.
So when my colleagues were, crying and sobbing that I was leaving, I really felt that, it was time to leave. And as I was walking down the corridor downstairs, another colleague called me and said, Charlene, hold on.
Yes.
Let me make a call. And they made this call to a client, and the client wanted an HR consultant.
Yes.
So a meeting was set up there and then for the following Tuesday, and that was the beginning of my other life as a corporate trainer and HR consultant. And that was 5 years ago, and I haven't looked back since then.
Wow. Corporate consultant, but you're also such a great trainer. I want to know, especially with women, what is one thing you've noticed that may be holding women in particular back from achieving the best version of themselves within the corporate world?
I think women are their worst enemies, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
We don't go for it. So if there's a job opening, we wonder if we have the experience.
Yes.
We wonder if we have the qualification. I always tell people it's either yes, no, or not yet.
Yes.
I remember when I was an HR officer, I myself applied for the manager position. My manager moved on. And the answer was not yet. And it was the best not yet I've ever received. Actually,
Yes.
it was Joycelyn Obadei. And the way she packaged the not yet, it
Yes.
really, for me, it was inspiring that, the organization needs somebody with more experience at this time. So not yet. And funny enough, when we did hire a more experienced manager and she was close to retirement, when she left, she recommended me for the management position, which I got.
Fantastic.
So, there's yes, there's no, and there's not yet. But
Yes.
always throw your hat in the ring. If it's not there, as they say, if you don't have a ticket, you don't have a chance. So it's about really self-confidence,
Yes.
being confident in what you have to offer.
Of course.
And not so much comparing yourself to the person next to you. Yeah?
Yeah. Being the president of AFETT, having these female executives get together and discuss so many ideas and work on so many projects. Tell me about the experience of women working together to empower each other. What is that like?
For me, it has been phenomenal. I always say we're creating a sisterhood. It's not an association. We are building a sisterhood. We are building a movement. And I've found that round the table, you have women with all different experiences, skills, come together on a project and projects and really make it work.
Yes.
Of course, you may have differences in opinion and even personalities, but we always find a way to make it work and support each other. I think if we could find a space, and really that's what AFETT is creating, a space where women can come together, let your hair down, relax, and also find support. Too many times, as we know, women, we keep pulling each other down. So instead of saying, oh, I love your shoes, I love your hair, it's like, what happened to her boy?
Yes.
She's playing this and she's playing that. And sometimes that comes from a place of insecurity. If we can, however, put on our caring hat, our positive hat, and see the other person as a reflection of who we are. I think also it's about empathy and understanding people.
Right.
We're all not the same. I tell people right now I'm in a journey of developing my empathy muscles. Understanding that people are not the same. I am the happy-go-lucky, tiptoe through the tulip kind of gal. But not everybody's like that. So some people may take simple things seriously, and I wouldn't. What that has caused me to do is stop and to think and to understand where they're coming from and really appreciate that. So as I tell people now, I'm really at a stage where I am developing and flexing my empathy muscles, and it's really a journey.
And speaking of journey and speaking of being able to understand where people are coming from, you're getting ready to celebrate your 28th year anniversary.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So what is
That's
that
a
key
next story
in a lasting relationship? Marriage.
Well, we should write a book, my husband Brent and I, because to begin with, we got married on Coup Sunday. The attempted coup Sunday.
You're
So that's
kidding me.
another show, okay? We don't got time. But I will just recall going across the main road in the long white car, all dressed in my white gown, and Brent in his suit, looking dapper as ever. And while we're going across the main road, people looting left, right, and center. The
Wow.
microwave is under the arm. The fridge is on the back, and we're going up to the church to get married. Okay?
Can I tell you something from 1990? That is the most unique story I've ever heard.
So,
Wow.
for us, it's really about friendship and supporting.
Right.
I've always said that my husband Brent has supported me way before we got married. We were
Right.
good friends,
Of course.
and continues to do so up to now. Up to if I'm coming home late, he's looking out for me. He's there, the gate is open and ready. If I'm going to training, he's packing the car for me if he's home on the Saturday. So it's really about supporting, and it's about giving and taking. We always say we live boring lives, so that there's no big set of argument, because neither of us are that type of person. So it's just really two kindred souls come together. And we have two wonderful daughters, and we make sure that we find, time, family time. Over the years, we have committed to going to church together as a family every weekend.
Yes.
And I think that helps. Yeah.
Yeah. So having two daughters, what do you think is the most important thing to pour into children?
Two things I'll say. One is self-esteem.
Yes.
Yeah. Too many times, young girls growing up, they look and they see what's on TV, what's online, and if the person doesn't look like them, and that person is deemed to be beautiful, then they think they are not.
Right.
Yeah, so it's so important for us as parents to let our daughters know you're beautiful. You're God's gift to us. I remember through AFETT, we have a Reach Mentorship program, and we go into different communities. We've been to St. Anne's recently, Palo Seco, Santa Cruz. And I remember when we were speaking about self-esteem, I asked the girls, so did your parents ever tell you you're beautiful? And it was no, miss. And these are like 13 to 16-year-olds. Yeah. And I said, but listen, you're God's gift.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. I said, listen, you're God's gift.
Yeah.
Let's look at our fingers. If you don't think you're special, let's look at our fingerprint. Of all the billions of people in the world, there's only one like you. You are beautiful, created in His image. So for me, it's so important that we tell our young ladies that they are beautiful and they are a gift to the world.
Therefore, they're not looking for anyone else to say it to
That's
them.
right. You find the love within first, and then you'll never be without. Find love within, and you'll never be without. Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you so very much for sharing with us this morning. It has been a pleasure having you. And I know you have a very packed schedule. So I thank you for making the time to allow us to celebrate you. And through celebrating you, we celebrate all women with WOW, Woman of the Week, Woman
Michelle,
of Worth.
I want to say thank you so much. As I said, I was looking at WOW on Facebook recently, and I said, fantastic program. And here I am about a week later.
You see,
so
you
thank
attract things to you.
Yeah, so really, thank you. It really is an honor.
That is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
It's a pleasure. Wow, Woman of the Week, Woman of Worth, Charlene Pedro.